Brigantine. She's rooted to the spot and won't budge an inch. So 11 left as they run to the first in the Irish Independent Arkle Challenge Trophy, and it's Frozen Groom for Noel Meade, who leads the way again from Wahiba Sands in second. Comanche Court as they land over the second fence. Senkos on the outside, wider then is Tuitchev. And La Brigantine has finally jumped off, but she's well adrift. She's about 20 lengths behind the main bunch as they run towards the third. She's made up quite a lot of ground, in fact, but can hardly be expected to win, having given them such a big head start. Frozen Groom leads the way to Wahiba Sands, who's landed over his first two steeplechase fences in public successfully. Comanche Court, Senkos and Tuitchev and Bellator in behind them. At this one, Bellator reached for that mistake by Slaney Native. Mistake for Decoupage there, who nodded, and quite seriously, he's won from the end if you discount La Brigantine, as they run in front of the stands and on now towards fence number 4. Frozen Groom from Wahiba Sands, Comanche Court, then Senkos and Tuitchev on the outside. Bellator is next from Fidalco. Behind Fidalco, Rathborn Prince, then Decoupage. From Wakil on the inside, Slaney Native, and then now just 6 lengths to La Brigantine. Down the back straight to another plain fence, and it's Frozen Groom that has a 3 or 4 length advantage over Wahiba Sands, who got in a bit tight to that. Tuitchev on the outside is still very handy. Also right there is Bellator on the inside of Comanche Court as they run towards the water jump. Frozen Groom, a big jump over in front by about 3 lengths to in second Wahiba Sands. Then Tuitchev on the outside. Comanche Court is wider out as they now approach a big open ditch. Senkos still with them. And then behind these, Bellator from Comanche Court, and then Decoupage trying to creep closer on the outside of Rathborn Prince. A gap to Wakil and Slaney Native. At the next plain fence, Frozen Groom lands in front, all still standing. La Brigantine continues to bring up the rear as they climb on the far side of the course then. And it's Frozen Groom from Senkos in second. Wahiba Sands on the inside. Tuitchev is out wide. A big open ditch now to negotiate. Frozen Groom pops over first. Bad mistake. Fidalco unseats the rider there. Fidalco and Joe Tizard as they now reach the top point of the course, swinging left-handed once again, and it's Frozen Groom from Senkos in second. Tuitchev is third. Then Wahiba Sands trying to creep closer. Bellator is being driven along, driven hard, vigorously. Comanche Court in behind them. Decoupage is creeping forward now, the favourite. Then Rathborn Prince on the inside, and further back to Slaney Native. They've got 3 fences left to jump in the Arkle. Frozen Groom joined now by Senkos. Bellator just in behind, and Frozen Groom is down there when leading. Bellator was hampered. Comanche Court has been brought down, and this has left Tuitchev in front now from Senkos, with Decoupage chasing in third. Over the second last, Senkos, Decoupage all but down there in third, and it's Tuitchev who has the advantage from Senkos in second as they run for the final turn, and it's Tuitchev for Nicky Henderson and Mick Fitzgerald careering away from Senkos in second. Decoupage a long way back in third, then Bellator. The final fence for Tuitchev. He flew it. Senkos over in second. Decoupage over third. Then Rathborn Prince. Bellator, Wahiba Sands weakening, but racing up to the line. Tuitchev, 6th in the champion hurdle last year. First in the Arkle in the year 2000. Tuitchev, the easy winner. Senkos in second, then Decoupage in third. Rathborn Prince was fourth, just ahead of Wahiba Sands and Bellator, Slaney Native and Wakil, and a long gap then to La Brigantine. And looking, Frozen Groom seems to be none the worse for that tumble. 8-1 this winner, Tuitchev. Mick Fitzgerald riding his 7th festival winner in the colours of the Liars Poker Partnership, trained by Nicky Henderson. This horse having only his 3rd run of the season, kept fresh for this big occasion, and runs out the highly impressive winner of the Irish Independent Arkle Challenge Trophy. In second, Senkos, who made a bold bid, always up with the pace. Third, Decoupage, who was probably already struggling when making a mistake at the second last. And fourth home, possibly Rathborn Prince, though that was close. But no doubt about this winner, Tuitchev.
And Tuitchev gives Nick Fitzgerald his first Arkle, and trainer Nicky Henderson his third. He won it with Travaglio in 93, Remittance Man in 91. A lot of applause going around, hugely popular combination. They win the races, the 8-1, clear 4 favourite that Tuitchev was a 9-1 and 8-1 chance in the officers.